Yo, it's been a while since we did a video. Guess what? Believe it or not, even a fat fuck like me gets busy once in a while, believe it or not. Yeah, I'm just getting pretty busy with, doing the holsters, and we've been really busy at work because the gun industry is really thriving, because you got a lot of douchebags that may get into White House. So people are buying guns left and right. So we've been really busy at work. So when I get home, I'm like exhausted. Usually when I'm at work, it's kind of a cruising day. It's a nice place to work, but lately we've just been getting hammered a lot. So I'm not used to that. So I'm lazy. Anyway. Just picked up a Ruger LCP. This one, this is the reason why this is a decent gun to get. Not, especially if you're like me. Sometimes you just don't feel like holstering up all the time. Like say you just got to run to the convenience store. Our convenience stores on the East Coast, they're called Wawa, which are American owned and very American, and everything's fresh. That's what I love going to Wawa. It's clean, it's fresh. The refrigerators are actually cold, not like the other ones. You know what I'm saying? The ones that smell like cinnamon and they're like lukewarm. So yeah, Wawa's awesome, and I'm always going to Wawa. I am like Wawa man. So when I'm off to Wawa, they're like at McDonald's, they're at every corner. So I'll just like to throw something in my pocket. And I don't have a pistol like that. I don't have a mouse gun, as they call them. Even the Glock 43 is definitely not a gun to throw in your pocket. You could, but it'd be pretty uncomfortable. So I always heard really good feedback on the Ruger LCP as far as reliability goes. Now, it's not a gun I would take to the range and hammer it every week. Definitely not. But what it is it's a gun to throw in your pocket real quick if you're running to the store, going to the movies, going out to dinner, whatever you're doing. And they're very reliable. I know a lot of off-duty police officers that carry them, and they rave about them. And one of my best friends carries one of these every day. So they're reliable. They got a good reputation. They've been out there for a long time now, and I'm pretty comfortable in getting one. But the thing is, with this one, if I'm going to get one, I'm going to get the custom. So this is the Ruger LCP Custom. This is the box it comes in. Very reasonable. Sometimes we have the custom at Double Action, and sometimes we don't. But right now at Double Action, we have the regular Ruger LCPs for $249. I mean, that's like ridiculous price for a good gun. And we have a bunch of them right now, like 6 of them. So if you guys are local and you're looking for a little pocket gun and you don't want to spend a lot of money and you want to get a gun that's reliable and it's a good quality gun, the LCP is definitely a great way to go for an under $300 gun. So this one's a little bit more money. It might be like $30 more because it's the custom, but it's still under 300 bucks, So here it is. Take it out of here. This is I haven't done an unboxing, Christ, in years. Yeah, you get this case with it. I'll never use the case. There's a sticker you get with it. NRA, of course. If you're not a member of the NRA and you're a gun supporter, you need to join, especially now more than ever. There's my paperwork. And you get the instruction manual. You get a flush mount magazine floor plate if you want it to conceal even more. But I prefer to have the one that have the little pinky extension on it, just to give you a little bit more something to hold on to. Plus, it looks cooler. And you get this big ass cable lock, which are great if you don't have a safe. If you don't have a safe, you need to use that cable lock. If you don't have a safe, you need to get a safe. You don't have to get a big refrigerator safe, just a nice little safe, especially if you got kids. Even if you don't have kids. When a gun's not in use, it needs to be locked up in a safe. So if you don't have a safe, You just got to bite the bullet and go buy one. Okay. So there, that's you don't really, you don't get that much with it. But what I want to show you is the difference between the Custom and the regular LCP. Let's look at the basics. The basics is, what I do like about the LCP is there's no thumb safety, thank God. I can't stand a thumb safety. The only gun that I give a pass with a thumb safety is a 1911 because it's needed. Because when you're carrying cocked and locked, the 1911 has a hair trigger, but I don't get the guns that have thumb safeties and then they have a long, hard trigger pull. I don't get that. I don't, there's really no need for it. Once you train your brain to keep your finger out of the trigger guard and your gun is safe in a holster, once a gun's in a holster, it's safe because the trigger guard's covered. So, the thumb safety for me, unless it's a 1911, there's really no use for it, from my opinion anyway. So I do like that it doesn't have that. It's very slick on both sides. There's no controls and all kinds of levers to get in your way when you're shooting it. It does have a aluminum skeletonized trigger, and the trigger is a lot wider than your regular LCP trigger, so it gives you a little bit more comfort when you're pulling the trigger. The one thing it doesn't do, it does not lock back on an empty round, which I'll show you. See? Empty mag. You only get one mag, but it will not lock back on an empty round, okay? It doesn't do that. It has a nice trigger pull compared to the past, your regular standard LCP. And as you can see, it has a nice reset right there. Still a stiff trigger pull, which you need a little stiffness in there because remember, there's no thumb safety. So you got one in the chamber. You're putting it in your holster, and you still have a nice stiff trigger. Which, if something hits it by accident, the gun's not going to go off. So I do like that. Another thing about this particular model, which is a little more enhanced than the regular model, is it actually has really good sights on it. Now your typical LCP, the sights look like little nubs. I mean, they're pretty much nil. They're barely there. So this one, as you can see, look how high the sights stick up. It actually has real useful sights. And another thing it has the glow. I forget the correct terminology for it. Where's my flashlight? All the flashlights around here and I ain't got one. Oh God. Really, dude? Not a flashlight? No, we're not giving a flashlight away. I don't have one. Anyway, it has the glow sight where you hit it with the light and it'll glow real nice bright green on the front sight. So that's really cool too. So there is your extra features you get with the Custom. Also, I noticed on the Custom, if you can see, the guide rod is stainless steel guide rod. And I think the regular ones are plastic. I'm not positive, but I know they're black, so they might be plastic. This is stainless steel guide rod, as you can see right there. So that's cool. So there it is. This is like the ultimate pocket gun, Even a Glock 42 is a lot bigger than this. The Glock 42 is going to come out to about there. So it's still kind of a big gun, and it's wider and it's heavier. But the Glock 42 is a very nice small little gun. But for maximum comfort, the LCP, to me, in its class, in this kind of category, is probably one of the most reliable guns out there in its class. That's for sure. Nothing but good feedback about the LCPs. So, nice little 380. You could put plus P through it. I think it says it recommends not to, but if you're just going to use plus P for your carry ammo, I don't see a problem with that. But if you're going to pound it at the range, I wouldn't use plus P to pound it at the range. I know. This is a kind of gun like you shoot it once a year just to make sure it works, and you just carry it. That's all. It's not a gun you take to the range all the time. I don't recommend it. Okay? So, there it is. There's a good quality gun that you can get for well under $300. Something to just throw in your pocket. And I just wanted to show you guys that. and I'll give you updates on it and everything else. I'm going to probably do a video in another couple days on Red Army standard accessories from Century Arms. So I'm going to try to get that video up Sunday. I know Sunday's Easter, but in the morning I think I might be able to squeeze it in for you guys. And I'm going to show you a really nice 75 round AK drum and some Red Army standard ammunition and recoil spring kits, all kinds of stuff that I got in the mail to show you guys from Century Arms. So, and that's it, guys. Short video today. Everybody always asks me about how's the holsters going. The holsters are going good. I'm still not going to, do business through the internet right now because I probably wouldn't be able to keep up, and I just not ready for that right now. I'm just doing it local. But just to give you, I'm starting mag pouches now. This is a mag pouch, a double mag pouch I just did for a Glock 19 for a friend of mine. Here you go, Don. Get a good look at it this time. Don will be picking this up tomorrow. I put an adjustment tension screw in the middle, so if he doesn't like it too loose, he can tighten it up if he wants. If he wants to loosen it up, he can loosen it up if he wants. There's all the edges are nice and buffed and smooth. So that is a double mag pouch for a Glock 19. There's the rear. I like using these belt loops because I don't like the clips that slide over the belt, because the problem with them is you have to bend them out every time you slide them over your belt. Over the period of time of bending them out, bending them out, bending them out, they eventually snap. These are forever. They'll never break. They'll last forever. They're more money, but it's very high quality. So let me know what you think of that. And that's it. Looking forward to doing the Red Army standard video from Century Arms. I'll talk to you guys soon. And Roger, you keep making fat jokes about me, but we all know when you were a baby, you were so fat, you had to get baptized at SeaWorld. And you're built like a peep. See you guys.